What's something people don't know about anacondas? For most of us, they are the stuff of legend. Colossal serpents, apex predators of the Amazon, immortalized in films and folklore. We think we know them. We picture a single, monolithic giant ruling the jungle's waterways. But the truth is, the Amazon is a world of secrets, and even its most famous inhabitants can surprise us. It forces us to ask, how much of what we know is fact, and how much is simply a story we've been told? In early 2024, a discovery was made that would rewrite the textbooks. A new anaconda species was discovered in the Amazon. This wasn't a small, overlooked insect or a cryptic frog. This was a megafauna predator, one of the largest snakes in the world, hiding in plain sight. The announcement sent ripples through the scientific community. How could a creature of this size and significance go unnoticed by science for so long? The answer, it turns out, was not to look harder with satellites or drones, but to listen. The key to this discovery lay with the Waorani people, an indigenous nation that has thrived in the Amazon rainforest for centuries. For them, this giant snake was no discovery. It was a known, respected, and spiritually significant being. Their ancestral lands, deep within the Ecuadorian Amazon, provided the backdrop for this scientific revelation. Waorani hunters, whose knowledge of the forest is passed down through countless generations, guided a team of international scientists. This wasn't merely a case of pointing the way. It was a profound collaboration, a merging of two worldviews: the empirical methods of Western science and the deep, holistic understanding of traditional ecological knowledge. The Waorani had long distinguished between two types of anacondas in their territory. To honor this ancient knowledge, the scientists, in partnership with their collaborators, helped formally name the new species. They helped name it Eunectes acayima. In the Waorani language, acayima is a word of immense power and respect. Eunectes acayima translates to the Great Snake. The name is more than a label. It's a recognition that the Waorani knew of this animal's existence long before it had a Latin classification. It validates their knowledge as a parallel and essential form of science. The expedition was a monumental undertaking. Scientists led by Professor Brian Fry from the University of Queensland, a renowned venom expert, ventured into this remote world. Their mission was twofold: to collect the data needed to prove this was a distinct species, and to do so with the utmost respect for the ecosystem and its traditional custodians. Waorani collaborators worked alongside the research team at every step. They shared their techniques for tracking and locating the massive snakes, skills honed over a lifetime of coexistence. This partnership was fundamental. Without their expertise and permission, the expedition would have been impossible. Finding and studying these giants is not for the faint of heart. The team navigated the winding, murky rivers of the Amazon basin. They captured and studied several specimens in the field. Each capture was a carefully orchestrated event, requiring immense strength, coordination, and a deep understanding of the animal's behavior to ensure the safety of both the snake and the researchers. Once secured, the team worked quickly, taking measurements, scale counts, and small tissue samples for genetic analysis, before releasing the magnificent creature unharmed. All fieldwork took place in Bameno territory, a region of the Yasuni Rainforest that is among the most biodiverse places on Earth. This sacred land, protected by the Waorani, is a living laboratory, a refuge for species that have been pushed out of other areas by deforestation and development. The scale of these animals was staggering. The largest measured about 6.3 meters, over 20 feet. But it's not just the length, it's the sheer bulk. An anaconda of this size can weigh over 200 kilograms, or nearly 500 pounds, with a body as thick as a truck tire. It is a being of pure muscle, a true heavyweight champion of the reptile world. And while the scientific records are impressive, the Waorani's oral history speaks of even larger individuals. Locals report even bigger snakes. Some claim 24 feet or even longer. These accounts, once dismissed as myth or exaggeration, are now being reevaluated. In a forest that still holds so many secrets, who is to say what the absolute upper limit for this species might be? Back in the lab, the genetic data told an even more astonishing story. The northern green anaconda, Eunectes akayima, looked almost identical to its southern cousin, Eunectes murinus. Yet their DNA revealed a shocking secret. Genetic research shows this species split from its closest relative nearly 10 million years ago. To put that in perspective, the genetic difference between them is about 5.5%. The difference between humans and chimpanzees is only about 2%. These two snakes, living in the same vast river basin, have been on separate evolutionary paths for an immense span of time. So, if they are so different genetically, why do they look so similar? This is a classic case of convergent evolution. Both species adapted to the same lifestyle, in the same kind of environment. They are both semi-aquatic ambush predators, so they evolved the same toolkit. The same cryptic green and black coloration for camouflage. The same powerful body for constriction. The same sensory organs for detecting prey in murky water. The northern green anaconda, Akayima, tends to inhabit the river basins of Ecuador, Colombia, and Venezuela, while the southern green anaconda is found further south in Peru, Bolivia, and Brazil. Their ranges are distinct, separated by geography that has kept them apart for millennia. The life of an anaconda is one of patience and power. As an apex predator, it sits at the very top of the food chain. Its diet consists of almost anything it can overpower, from large fish and caimans to capybaras, deer, and even jaguars. They are ambush hunters, using the water as their cloak. An anaconda can lie submerged for hours, with only its eyes and nostrils breaking the surface, waiting for an unsuspecting animal to come to the water's edge. The strike is explosive and lightning fast, but it's not venom that does the work. It's constriction. The snake coils its immensely powerful body around its prey, and with every exhale of the victim, the coils tighten, shutting down blood flow and leading to a swift death. The anaconda's habitat is the lifeblood of the Amazon. They thrive in slow-moving rivers, swamps, and seasonal floodplains. The annual flooding cycle is critical, expanding their hunting grounds and allowing them to travel across the forest. But this very habitat is under threat. The Amazon faces a barrage of dangers. Oil spills contaminate the water, deforestation fragments the forest, and climate change alters the delicate balance of the seasons. Because anacondas are apex predators, their health is a direct indicator of the health of the entire ecosystem. When the great snakes suffer, it is a sign that the whole system is in peril. The discovery of Eunectes akayima makes the call for conservation even more urgent. We now know there are two distinct species of green anaconda, each requiring targeted protection strategies. This entire story underscores a vital lesson for the future of conservation and science. The name Akayima honors indigenous languages and local knowledge. It is a powerful statement that the people who have lived in these environments for millennia are not just stakeholders, they are essential partners. Their knowledge is not folklore. It is a data set collected over generations. Ethical research demands that this knowledge is respected and that indigenous communities are at the forefront of conservation efforts in their own territories. They are the original guardians of these ecosystems. The discovery of the great snake, Eunectes akayima, is more than just a new name in a biology textbook. It's a reminder, the jungle still hides giants. It proves that our planet has not yet yielded all of its wonders. It challenges us to approach the natural world with humility and awe, recognizing how much we still have to learn. And it shows that the path to future discoveries may not lie in more advanced technology, but in building bridges of trust and respect. The future of the Amazon and of giants like the Akayima depends on this collaboration. because the greatest discoveries are made when we combine the rigor of science with the wisdom of tradition. Indigenous people are key to finding them, and they are absolutely essential to protecting them.